Have you heard of the name Seito Sakakibara? It is the name of a serial killer that shocked the city of Kobe in 1997. What's crazy about this case is that the suspect was a 14-year-old junior high school student. On May 27, 1997, the head of Jun Hase, a student at TAINOHATA Elementary School, was found in front of the school gate hours before students arrived for classes. Hase had apparently been beheaded with a knife with further mutilations before being left at the front. A note written in red pen was found stuffed in his mouth, identifying the killer as Sakakibara. The note read, "This is the beginning of the game. Stop me if you can. I desperately want to see people die. It is a thrill for me to commit murder. A bloody judgment is needed for my years of great bitterness." In initial panic, the Japanese media misreported the name as Sake Onibara, which translates to Demon's Rose. Frustrated by the mix-up, Sakakibara wrote another letter to the station, which read, "From now on, if you misread my name or spoil my mood, I will kill 3 people a week. If you think I can only kill children, you're greatly mistaken." It is said that Sakakibara had a rough childhood, usually getting into fights and being scolded by his mother. Although he feared his mother, he claimed that he looked up to her as a role model. After the death of his grandmother, Sakakibara started acting up, getting into more fights, injuring his classmates, and also mutilating insects and animals. After realizing how quickly the animals died, he escalated his thrill and targeted children by smashing their skull with a hammer or stabbing them with a knife while riding on his bicycle. Ayaka Yamashita, a 10-year-old, passed away on March 16th, and 3 other young girls were assaulted around the same day. After hearing the news of his victims, Sakakibara was not amused. He wanted to see his victims die in front of his eyes. This is when he targeted Jun Hase, lured him to a remote area, and strangled the boy to death. After Hase was reported missing, Sakakibara decided to go back to the crime scene, decapitate the boy's head, and examine at a nearby park. He eventually left the head in front of his school for his own satisfaction and accomplishment. Through witness reports, Sakakibara was eventually arrested by Kobe police, and he confessed to the murders of his victims. As Sakakibara was just 14 years old, he was protected by the juvenile law. He stated that he committed the crimes because he knew that he wouldn't be sentenced to death. Even after his arrest, Sakakibara showed no remorse and kept sending heartless letters to the victim's family. Even after his brutal crime, he is alive today and walking the streets as a normal civilian.